Hello friends, welcome to Code Crush Coding. In this video we are going to learn how to create a database from the Python application. So in the previous video we have learned the 4 steps that we need to create the connection between the Python application and database. First step is to import the MySQL.connector. After that you need to create the connection object. So how to create the connection object? The module that we have imported from that particular method, MySQL.connector.connect, you need to provide the details such as host, username and password of your MySQL workbench, and to store that particular value inside a variable. So once you have created the connection, then you need to create the cursor object. So how to create the cursor object? Whatever the connection object we have, inside this object you need to call this method cursor and then store into a variable. And the last step was to execute the query. So here you need to provide the cursor object and execute method, and this is the query for show databases, and in this way you can print the databases in the PyCharm console with the help of for loop. Now what we will do, we will try to create a new database. Before that, let's run this code to see the number of databases we have. So currently these are the databases that we have in our system: TestDB, Sys, PythonDB, Performance Schema, MySQL, Information Schema. Now let's create another database here. Let's call it MyDB is the name of database. So let's try to create that. So we know whenever we want to execute the query, we need to have the cursor object. So let's remove this print part here, print cursor and print connection. And here I will try to execute the query. Cursor cur is the name of variable, that's why I'm using the same. Then execute, and we need to create a database. So what is the SQL query to create a database? So that is create, we need to pass it inside the inverted commas, create database and then the database name. So my name of database will be MyDB. So this is the query that we want to execute. So once this query will be executed, our database MyDB will be created, and after that we will execute another query which will be show databases, and then we will print all the databases available. So if we get the MyDB now, then it means that our database is created successfully. Let's save it and run now. So the code is executed successfully. Now let's try to check whether our database is created here. So see, we are able to get here MyDB, which was not available initially, but now we have created this with the help of this particular SQL query, create database and then the database name. So we are able to see here MyDB is created. So in this video we have learnt about how to connect our Python application to database, then how to create a new database, and how to show the databases available inside that particular SQL workbench. Now what we will do, we can also add here one more field which will be creating a, now this particular details that we have provided here are host, username and password, but we can have another field here called database which will try to connect to a particular database. So if I say here database and then pass MyDB, then it will be connecting to that particular database. So that we will see in detail about more in the next video. So that's it in this video. We will cover another topics in the next video. Thank you for watching.